see trouble.
Malians.
See me see trouble.
I have a question.
Am I a Yahoo boy?
Here. Kapachi Mary Mary Chapaku. Chamo. Wawu Mapanyo. See me see trouble. Am I a Yahoo boy? Ela mi egba mi o. Ṣé mo jọmọ Yahoo?
Hello fans, welcome to VC Word. If you're new to the channel, please click that damn like and subscribe button right now. And if you're already subscribed to this channel, you know what you have to do. Please click that like button. I beg, when I support now, I beg, may this video go high, may it explode. So, Dominic Breazeale, heavyweight contender, has actually went in on Deontay water. We know Breazeale is not a huge fan of water. He's a guy who's been against Deontay water for some years now. After the stuff that happened in the hotel, you know what I mean, back in Alabama, when Dominic Breazeale fought Izu Gono, that was on the undercard of Water and Gerald Washington. So I don't know how it's gonna be right now, because Breazeale is, I don't know how ready he is, you know, especially when going with a guy like Deontay Water, who is a windmiller, can punch and can really fight, you know. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how it plays out. So Breazeale right here is not happy, not smiling, not actually taking anything lightly. He wants to really go in there and retire Water. And according to Breazeale, he says that Water is a disgrace to boxing, it's a disgrace to America, and he will retire him. So let me first of all read the quote from Breazeale, some quotes from him, I guess, before I actually go in on Deontay Water myself. And you know what I mean, I don't want to talk too much right here first, but I just have to read it first before I proceed. So, Dominic Breazeale, very angry, hungry as well, ready to shock Water, ready to retire the guy. This is what he has to say. So he says, I think he finds it humbling, and I think it ends his career. It retires him. A guy like Water, the surrounding that he has, is not used to being down in the dumps and being a depressed individual. I think it cripples him. It sends him into some type of a depression, and he never comes back to fight again. He's a disgrace for not only American boxing, for heavyweight boxing in general. That's a very strong word coming from Dominic Breazeale. He went in hard on him. That's the only quote. And there's an article from SB Nation. So you should go check it out, guys, yourself. And I mean, this is very, very harsh right here. Breazeale not actually taking it lightly, not really ready to talk nice. You know what's so surprising? It's very surprising because in Breazeale, he signed to Heyman. You know, he signed to PBC. He's been advised by Heyman. And yet, you expect a PBC fighter to talk very high of Deontay Water. We know that Lennox Lewis, who works for Heyman and PBC, you know, talks shit about Anthony Joshua. Never talked about Joshua. Never give Joshua credit. Always negativity with that guy when it comes to Joshua. I think he's just jealous that Joshua is getting the respect that he never got throughout his whole career, and he might have never gotten that because he's not Anthony Joshua. He's not as humble as Joshua. He might be more talented, but we have not seen the finished article of Anthony Joshua. Joshua is still a guy on the works, you know what I mean? So people are still gonna see how he improves. People want to see that, and Joshua isn't at his prime yet. You just imagine when Joshua gets to learn the tricks, you know, the other tricks, boxing that Vladimir Klitschko learned. Just imagine how Joshua would look like whenever he fights, especially when he get to learn the tricks of Vladimir Klitschko. So Dominic Breazeale going right here on Deontay Wilder is just something that I didn't expect. He called Deontay Wilder not only a disgrace to boxing, okay, not only a disgrace to American boxing, but a disgrace for heavyweight boxing in general. Like, it's just Brandon Wilder has a shitty guy, saying that Wilder has no talent. Man, Dominic Breazeale, yeah, I hope he actually does the job. I will actually be supporting them. The reason being that, listen, I don't hate Deontay Wilder. I know you guys will come here and say, well, Wilder will beat him. Yeah, I expect Wilder to win that fight, but I don't hate Deontay Wilder for the fact that, you know, I don't know him in person. I just don't like a fighter that talk too much and don't back things up. Joshua don't talk too much, but back things up. And anytime Joshua fights, you know, the people always want to go watch the guy fight. And it's very interesting because as a champion, you know, Joshua should be one of those American loudmouths, you know, like Jared Miller, talking shit, talking smack, showing off, buying diamonds, buying gold, but Joshua isn't like that. You know, he just buys simple clothes, you know, dress simple, you know, sometimes wear suits, sometimes just have some sneakers on, you know, just living a simple lifestyle. And I think that's a very nice lifestyle. Joshua, sometimes I kind of wonder, you know, why he doesn't want to do other stuff. But, you know, money is just is like a material that goes and come. It can go, can get it under, you know, 2 minutes, and then if you don't know how to use it well, it can just disappear. We all know how much Mike Tyson got. You know, I know Don King did his job, meaning Don King had something to do with it. We know, I don't want to go too deep into that one. I'm very happy for Mike Tyson. At least he's still rated as a legend till today. So I mean, shout out to Mike Tyson, man. Deontay Wilder, the so-called disgrace to American boxing is just too harsh. I mean, too harsh coming from Brazil. I hope he does the job. Do I think he will beat Wilder? I don't think so. But I'm gonna actually do a final prediction for the fight, for the bout, on Friday, and get to see how it plays out. Might even go live for it and just see, because I think that the fight will be very entertaining. Hopefully the referee don't stop it, you know, early this time, you know, like last time. No, not the last time. When Deontay Wilder fought Gerald Washington, we also saw that the windmill threw, a lot of them didn't land, so the referee just kind of saw that and just stopped the fight. Now we don't want to see that. WBC have been playing some games, playing politics, you know, corrupt entities that they have. Yeah, that Marissa Suleiman should be ashamed of himself. He knows what he's doing. They know what they're doing. They want to keep this belt in America. They don't want to actually let this belt, you know, get to the hands of Anthony Joshua. That will actually solidify Joshua's claim as the undisputed heavyweight king of the whole universe. Even though I would like to call Joshua the undisputed king right now, I think we still need that belt. We still need that belt. WBC belt is needed before Joshua can be solidified. And that's what WBC and him and PBC, they don't want, because they know that once Deontay Wilder loses that belt, he becomes irrelevant, and his stock will actually, you know, go low, you know, go down. So it would drop, you know, the stock would drop if Wilder loses, you know. And it's going to be a very entertaining fight, guys. What are you picking to win? Leave your thoughts below. Like the video, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Go follow me on Instagram at Boxing Block Center, and as well on Twitter at Boxing Block. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as usual. Thanks, guys. Cheers.